Hi, this is Mark from Right Line Trading. It is 5/29/2015, actually the last trading day of the month. And I wanted to go over our trading today. We had a great day today. Now, on gold, we did not take a trade today. This was a long signal, a very aggressive long signal that came with news at 8:30. And then you could see gold just really broke down into pretty horrific chop. You can see our quant line. Now, we did get a trade here, and I called this trade, but I took this trade down and took an ES winner instead. And this would have been a more lucrative trade, but no way of knowing. But there's the retracement. There's the move. There's the retracement. There's the move up. Went 11 ticks. It would have been 2 targets. And you can see you have quant line confirmation. Background bias is green. That tells you that you have the 50 and the 15 with you on 2 higher time frames. It also tells you that you have all resistance to the upside broken, and the trade just flew. So we finished our trading. We had 3 winners and no losers. Weren't going to take a fourth, but this was a great setup. I called the trade, moved over to the ES. Then we had crude. We did great on crude. This is how we did for the day. But what I was showing here was the market moved down and then it retraced. And the key here is this long period of consolidation. Now, price is pretty much moving laterally, but background bias develops. The quant line, looking at multiple correlative markets that either move in the direction we want or the counter direction we want, they roll. So as soon as the price hits resistance, you get order flow and momentum, background bias, bam, down we go for 25 ticks. Then we had this retracement. I took it because I had background bias and I had the quant, and it went down for 7. Now, this was I watched this trade. I like the setup. You have a break of the 50, and then a pull back into the 50, and a move up. And it really rocketed up. This was a big trade. I let it go because I didn't have bias, and on the entry, I did not have the quant line. Went 35 ticks. When you trade with specificity, these are sometimes what happens to you. You just don't get your setup exactly the way you want it. Structurally, it was a great trade. I didn't have quant confirmation. I didn't have background bias confirmation. And there was just nothing I could do. So I just stood aside on the trade. We had some great trades out of consolidation here. This is just after the market closed. We finished trading the market. And I'll go back to crude and show you how we did. Now on the Russell, very choppy. Here's the one trade I was pointing out to our room members. We had a major quant line, which is the top line. And we had the break. We had the retracement. It was a tradable setup. I just thought the market was a little too choppy. It was only 5 minutes into the open. I still wanted to let it settle down. But it pressed. Then you can see here we have nothing to trade. Quant line's yellow throughout most of this. We're not trading yellow quants, and that was it. So the Russell's been extremely choppy, and our system has kept us out of all this chop. It does a tremendously effective job at keeping you out of bad trades. as long as you stay conservative. Wait for the setup that you want, and then grab it. On the ES, right here. Now, the quant line had not gone red yet, but I had this beautiful move to the downside. I had this retracement. And in addition, it wasn't a big period of consolidation, but you can see the market, whoops, it's jumping around, the market moving laterally here, here. So we had a small period of consolidation. So I took the short right here. Now, right after the short, the quant lines rolled. There's no way of knowing they're going to roll, but usually when you get a move like that, the correlative markets, they roll to pull the ES down, and down she blows, and we went for a 1.5. So those were our 3 wins. We had 7 ticks on crude, 25 on crude, and we had 6 on the ES. And I'll show you how we did for our net equity. We had 3 trades and 3 winners. The 7-tick trade on crude was just the first target, $50. 25 ticks on crude was one contract offered plus 5 ticks, 1 contract offered plus 10 ticks, and I very conservatively took the 3rd contract offered plus 11 ticks. That gave us $260. On the ES plus 6, this was our 3rd trade. I just wanted to come out of it with a nice profit. I took 2 contracts off at 3 ticks, and 2 contracts off at a point. Give us $150. We made $460 for the day. Net ticks $38. Between yesterday and today, we have over $1,000 in profit. We had 2 winners yesterday and no losers. 3 winners today and no losers. So we're now 5-0. Yesterday we made $590. 460 today, so we're up about 1,050 in 2 days. I wanted to show you a couple of other markets that we're going to be looking at. If I can find them. Okay, here's bonds. Bonds gave a couple of great trades. And bonds are $32 a tick. There's the move up. There's the retracement. 4 ticks. Now, I could have taken this retracement. I didn't even notice that. But what would have happened was it wouldn't have got you anywhere. It would have come right back to this candle. And your entry would have been here. And it just would have given you more than 4 ticks on this trade. And then you get the 2nd retracement or the 3rd, and this one goes for 7 ticks. Now, in bonds at $32 a tick, that's very, very lucrative. When you get the dual green quants with the green background bias, again, that tells you that you have the 50 and the 15 moving up on higher time frames. It tells you that all resistance to the upside's been broken. These are just stellar trades. And when the quant lines are yellow, we don't trade. And you can see how well here, upper quant line's green, lower quant line's red. You're not going to take any trades. It filters out the losers. Now this is the middle of the night. It's 13:16 or early in the morning or late in the afternoon. I don't know. But bonds gives tremendous. This was a trade yesterday on a minor quant. Tremendous trade, 13 ticks. So bonds is just a terrific market. Now we're going to be creating. I looked at the Dow and the Nasdaq, and really neither of those markets had any terrific trades today. And if you want to, if I can find the Dow, I'll show it to you. It's right here. Here's the Dow. Now the market opened. There's your great Dow trade right here. Actually, it was the same point that you had the ES trade, the TF trade I didn't want to take. This is a much nicer setup, and that's it's not 23 ticks. I don't know how it calculates it on the Dow. Let's see, maybe it is. Yeah, it's 23 ticks. 8, 16. It's 23 ticks on the Dow. And here's a trade. Move down. Tracement. Continuation short. Dual quants. Down you go. There's another one. Small. But would give you a first target. So you had 3 trades on the Dow. Moderately large trade, good trade, and a small trade. But all winners. When these dual quants turn red and you're in a position to take a trade, now you could have taken the trade here actually. Didn't even notice that. That would have given you a much bigger winner. I would have given you, I think it's 12 ticks. Let's see, it's at 47. Yep, 12 ticks. So we're going to be looking at soybeans, wheat, corn, copper, palladium, silver, and we're going to be doing this on a special dashboard. And when the quants signal a trade, you're going to be able to take the trade. You're going to be able to bring that market up and take the trade. It's going to signal a quant alignment with market structure, and it's going to be an unbelievable tool for taking trades on multiple markets. And that's available this weekend only as an add-on to this platform. After that, we're going to split the Quant Lines off, and we're going to split the dashboard off, and it's going to be extra. So if you want the whole system combined like this, you've got this weekend to do it. Now, that is it for the day. I hope you have a great weekend. We had a really, really stellar week, and I really hope to see you in the trade room. You're welcome to come in for a free trial. Go to www.rightlinetrading.com. There you'll see a link to our daily net equity in the trading room. Now, it hasn't been posted this week because my tech support people are all on vacation, and they'll bring it up to date. We had a great week. You'll see it posted. We made over 1,000 in the last 2 days. You'll also see a link to our daily net equity on our auto traders, both the ES, auto, TF, GC, and CL. They're all being upgraded to include the Quant Lines. You'll see a link to our sign up for free trial and a link to the Contact Us page. You can also email us directly at info@rightlinetrading.com or call us at 1-855-765-6681. We're almost always here to answer the telephone. We are ultra accessible. So I hope everyone has a great, great weekend, and I look forward to seeing you in the training room. Take care.